Hi Capricorn, welcome back to Key Wisdom Tarot. My name is Ruth and I'm your Reiki Master and Tarot Reader and fellow Capricorn. And this Capricorn is your love reading for the month of November. I'm going to draw 6 cards initially. They each correspond to something. I'll let you know as we go. And I've already shuffled, I've already meditated, so we'll get started, my darlings, okay? So, my darlings, how are you? Okay, Capricorns, let us have a look, shall we? So the first card here is your overall energy or focus for the month of November in love. And that card... When does that ever happen to us, Capricorn? Anyway, get in. That is so good. That is so good. I love it. These, by the way, are your clarifiers. I'll know when to put them out. So this is our overall focus and energy for the month of November. And Tiny has even come. Hello, Tiny. Tiny knows. He knows, don't you? Oh, got him. Good boy. So we've got the 2 of Cups. Tiny, you sit down while I do this reading. You sit there. Okay, you're going to stay there. Okay, good boy. Soulmate card. Now, I always feel... obliged to say that a soulmate is not necessarily somebody that you will marry or be with forever and ever and ever. Can be, doesn't have to be. A soulmate is someone who shows you your soul, who does specifically that, who brings you into awareness about who you really are, and you do the same for them. So it's a mutual thing, really. You know, overall, yeah, the energy this month is of this type of energy, which means is of this soulmate energy, this union, this commitment, this feeling, this truthful feeling, this authentic, this something that you can't explain, something that you can't deny, something that you may not understand, but it's there and it exists. This is the energy of your overall energy and focus for the month of November in love, which is fabulous, isn't it, Tiny? Okay, Tiny, you can't get on there. Okay, so let's look at the next card. This, by the way, is your love potential or love lesson for the month, so I can't wait to see what that is. Okay, you sit there. Okay, so the next card we've got, darling, it relates to what or who you could encounter in the month of November. The Hierophant. Excuse me. The Hierophant, so if this is a if this is a who you could encounter, this could be a Taurus, Capricorn. You could be encountering a Taurus in your life. This is the card of Taurus. If it's what you could be encountering, this could be really changing your, number 5, changing your, or recognizing the areas that need to be changed when it comes to your ideas about commitments, about relationships, about who you are in these relationships, how you show up in these relationships, in a nutshell. Okay, so that could be the potential experience for you. Tiny. Oh God, he's just scratching the floor. So that could be the potential experience. You know, the Hierophant, it used to be called the Pope card. So it's about that divine intervention. You know, the Pope being the representative of God on planet Earth, in Roman Catholic tradition. So it's about that. It's about that knowledge, that wisdom, almost that understanding that comes with that position. But with it being a number 5, it's asking that question: is there something that needs to change in that for you? Is there something about what you think about yourself and about what you think about yourself in relationships, and specifically in love, Is this something that you need to change? Is this person, this person that you are in love with potentially might not be conventional, might not be who you thought you would end up with, but is that something that you need to change? Is that something that you need to address? Yeah, but you know, or it could be a Taurus, and I know that I know they're on my crossword. Listen, I read every single comment that is written on my channel, and I get hundreds of them, and I read them all. I might not reply to them all, but I read every single comment. Yeah, and so I know new cross watchers out there. You know, I know the Taurus is dating Capricorns and in separation from Capricorns and Tauruses. I know that. So this is like a dream for you guys. So next card, we've got your perspective or your past. The Sun card. Wow. So this is a card of awareness, isn't it? A card of happiness, a card of clarity, understanding. You know, maybe that's where you were coming from in the past. You were coming from this place of clarity, of understanding, of knowledge, of what you actually know. You were coming from a place of authenticity, maybe potentially with this Taurus, maybe potentially with this other soulmate. You know, maybe potentially with this soulmate, you were coming from a place of authenticity. You were coming from a place of clarity. You understood how you felt. Maybe the other person didn't understand how they felt, or vice versa. You know, maybe you didn't want to... Well, there was an acceptance, though, with the Sun card. There was happiness with the Sun card. There was happiness in the past. So what, you know, has something moved on? Has something changed? I don't know. In the past, you were coming from a place of happiness. So it's interesting that we get... It's like understanding, though, this. I think maybe there was an acceptance for some of you that, or for some of us, that there's nothing you can do about this type of connection. There's nothing you can do about it. You can't... I mean, yeah, we want to say we're in control of our lives, and we are in control of our lives, but we can't control... If you have that sort of feeling towards somebody, and that person has that feeling towards you, which they do with this card showing up, a commitment, duality, balance, two people thinking the same, feeling the same, wanting the same things. Not necessarily, but it's as if like there was clarity and understanding, knowledge, wisdom on your part, that or on one of your parts, that this is what it is. This is what I'm experiencing. This is what we're experiencing. Now that is beautiful, isn't it? You know, and if you just look at the card, you'd be like, that's amazing. But in reality, that can be very scary for some people. Seeing, oh my gosh, this person's changing me. This person's meeting this, but no, they've not done anything. They've just changed my life by meeting them. I see so much about myself that I don't want anymore, that I want to let go of now. That can be hard, you know. That can be quite confronting. And I like using that word confronting because it's really where you see yourself, where there is nowhere to hide, especially with the Sun card, and especially with soulmate unions. It's really that idea of there's nowhere to hide. And yeah, you're happy, but when you know that you have that feeling to somebody, it's very vulnerable. When you have that connection, it's a very vulnerable place to be. Okay, I still don't know what these two are doing, but these two are love potential or love lesson for the month of November. Tower. So we have a change. You know I love the Tower. I'm not going to look at the next one yet. I'm just looking at this first. You know I love the Tower, yeah, because the Tower is you know that the universe is listening to you. Even if you're not listening to you, the universe is looking at your life and saying, nah, man, you ain't in the right place. Let's get you to where you need to be. Let's get something to happen so that you get to where you need to be. And it's that black and white with the Tower card. There ain't no, it's none of that. It's no, you're not where you should be. You need to be walking up a little bit. You need to, there's things you need to release. There's things you need to let go of. There's things you need to see. There's things you need to do. And it's an event. It's a surprise event that happens. It might be running into someone at the bloody supermarket, for example, while you're walking your dog, or whatever. I don't know. It could be a conversation, a phone call out the blue. It could be meeting somebody else out the blue. It could be falling in love. It could be reconciling. I don't know. Let's have a look. What's beneath the Tower card, shall we? Wow. Okay, so we know what the surprise is, don't we? Okay. I mean, Capricorn, I mean, I wish... Do you know what it is? Who are these people that I read for? Who are you, Capricorn? Who are you, and why do you have this life that's amazing? Sometimes I think, listen, I'm also a Capricorn. I'm like, yeah, babe, where's my cup? Do you know what I'm saying? No, don't worry. I don't question the universe like that. I know better. I know better than to ask those type of questions. Because you know what the answer's going to be like? You know what the answer's going to be? This is where you're meant to be right now, Ruth. Anyway, I digress. This seems to be the shock. The shock event that seems to be coming through. It seems to be the Knight of Cups. Active, because it's masculine, so it's movement, which is coming towards you. This is your love potential or love lesson. Remember clarifying this, or these two cards came out together. You saw. So it's a shock. But it's not a bad shock. It's a good shock, clearly, isn't it? And I always say to you, you know, I always say that the Tower feels like the Ace of Cups to experience it energetically. It feels like the Ace of Cups. It is overwhelming and amazing and beautiful, but freaking scary as hell. I mean, not that I've ever been there, but you know what I'm saying. So, and here comes the Knight with his cup. It's coming. So it looks like the shocking event potentially is an apology, or someone asking you out, someone that you thought you maybe, you know, it's a soulmate union though. So this is going to be, no wonder it feels like this if you just suddenly meet somebody and then it's like, oh my gosh, like we've got so much in common. Like, do you know what the thing is about the funny thing is about soulmate union is all that, I'm going to swear now, all that shit doesn't matter. All that stuff that you do, the logic stuff, like, all right, okay, I want someone with a decent job, a decent car, good looking, in good shape, he's got to like what I like, she's got to like what, all that, it don't matter. When you meet someone and it's a soulmate, all those questions and all those thoughts and those ideas and that list leaves your brain, because you realize, and a soulmate is meant to make you realize, that there's a whole other thing going on beneath the surface that you have got no control over. And one of them is who you fall in love with, who you love, who you're meant to be in love with, who you're meant to be around, who's meant to be in your life, and for how long. You don't have any control over that, because these people, these experiences are meant to show you who you are. So it's beautiful. I mean, Capricorn, this reading is like, do you remember we had that really good reading a few months ago and I was like, oh my god, this is like better. Well, anyway, who knows? We don't know what's coming out, the outcome's going to be yet, do we? This is the challenge, this is the advice. So let's look at the challenge first of all. Look at the challenge. Let it go, baby, let it go. Remember what I said? This could be their challenge, because they're both number 5s, remember, okay? And this, you see how I drew the cards, yeah? And you know I read intuitively, and that's why I keep the cards face down, because, but sometimes you find these connections with things, and I feel like this could be like a mirror, like someone from the past, or the person that's, even if it's not from the past, it's a brand new person for you. They've got this to let go of, and you've got this to let go of. You know, you both have to release this energy of the 5 of Cups. Remember, number 5, they're about change. Cups energy is emotions, intuitions, feelings, you know, what's within, understanding, our inert wisdom. And inert, well, do you know what? Inert is actually not a bad description, actually. I meant someone tell me in comments, you know, not inert. Oh my god, it's going to annoy me that. Anyway, inert wisdom. So that's what the Cups energy is related to. So I'm still thinking about that inert. It's doing me head in. Please tell me in the comments. Innate. Oh, thank you, universe. Oh, that's what understanding is. When you have those moments of understanding, that's how it hits you. Oh my god, that's what it is. And that's what happens when you meet a soulmate and you don't know it's a soulmate. It's all crazy and everything's all exciting, and then it's all weird, and then you don't spend any time together for ages, and then you're like, oh, that's what that was. That's what that is. Sometimes it takes people time to realise it, to get it. And there's things that you need to challenge in. The challenge is releasing that. The challenge is releasing the 5 of Cups for both of you, or for one of you, or for whatever, or just for you, or just for them. It's about releasing that. Remember, I always say that, you know, we call this card the emotional baggage card, but it's like a situation arising that makes you realise that you're carrying around negative emotions about yourself, about somebody else, about whatever, okay? When it comes to love in this instance as well. So the challenge is about releasing that. Maybe there is something from the past, you know, that you need to let go of. Maybe someone new is coming in, a brand new soulmate. Wow, darling. Okay, we've still not looked at these clarifiers yet, but they ain't ready to come out yet, so what can I say? This is your final card. This is your advice, how to achieve balance this month in November. And that's, again, it's about awareness. I mean, you know, again, number 4 is about your foundations, your emotional foundations. What are they built on? What are they based on? You know, in this instance, it's about the things that need to be released. You need to recognize those things that need to be released and release them. You need to, maybe you felt rejected in the past. Maybe you're waiting for someone else to make you an offer. Maybe you've been waiting for this offer so long, and then you're like, oh, do I even want this anymore? I mean, the answer is yes, you do. The answer is yes, you do. The answer is yes, you do. You do want this. You know, you've got to be truthful with yourself, Capricorn. This is our card, yeah? Look, do you want this? Well, basically, yes. This is what these cards mean, basically, in a nutshell. You've got the Queen of Cups there, and that's about... Remember what I always say about the difference between masculine and feminine? Well, the feminine aspect is about understanding. It's that, oh, right, yeah, that's what it is. That's what I'm feeling. That's what I'm experiencing. That's the Queen of Cups energy. It's that understanding of what's going on beneath the surface, understanding what's going on emotionally for you. And it could be quite a challenging month, even though we've got, it's because of soulmate energy though. It's because either some of you will meet a soulmate. That's what will happen. You'll be coming into contact with a soulmate. Again, remember what I always say, a soulmate doesn't, oh my God, this is so annoying me. This thing keeps moving. It's because I've got it charging and I keep touching the wire. I do apologise. Soulmate energy, soulmate experiences are there's such a karmic learning thing, whatever I'm trying to say. You know, it's really, can be very difficult to sit there and learn something and to know something and to feel something and to be truthful with yourself, even about how you're feeling about a situation, a circumstance, a relationship, even if it's someone that you feel really inexplicably connected to, inexplicably close to. I get that challenge. Listen, I have been exactly in that place. And I always have to say, like, and it's true, if you follow me on Instagram, follow me on Facebook, you'll have seen the post that I wrote where I say you are exactly where you need to be. You know, so when we see these energies with this is what I mean about people, you know, when they see the Lovers card, yay, they see the 2 of Cups, yay, but that's like the headline. The 2 of Cups is the headline. You've got to go. A soulmate relationship is very challenging, but it's because it's showing you who you are. It's getting you to release things. You're going through that karmic clip, and both of you go through that because you're meant to. Both go through that. And some soulmates will stay together, and some soulmates will never see each other ever again. But the beauty of that, of knowing that, oh my gosh, this experience has helped me to move forward. This experience has helped me to move on. This experience has given me a different life. I've done different things because of that experience, because of meeting her, because of meeting him. I mean, I'm giving too much away here, but listen, what month are we in? This time last year, I was sitting, hang on, 6th of November, I was oh God, was I in New Zealand or was I in Thailand? I was in either Thailand or New Zealand. I can't remember. Because I went to, anyway. And I was still a teacher. I still had that job. I had a very interesting experience. I'll just call it interesting, in Thailand, on that holiday last year. And then I got back, and my head was, it was amazing. I went to a retreat, a meditation retreat. It was my friend's wedding, so she got married. 4 seasons, darling, very fabulous. And then I had a few days, so I had with the guys in a villa. It was beautiful, the girls and the boys. And then I went to a Vipassana meditation retreat in the hills. It was beautiful in Thailand. And then I went over to New Zealand. Anyway, so when I got back, I was still, my head, you're all like, yeah, man, I've been meditating. I've been to this side of the world. It's been fabulous. And then I went out on a night out. And, your head's all, you're in the cloud. You're like, life's so good. You're feeling great. You're feeling fabulous. And I'd literally been back like 3 days. And my friends were like, my boys were like, oh, let's go out. And I was like, okay, let's do it. Anyway, so I met this person, this guy, out. And I never really talk to people when I'm out. So I can't really be bothered. You know what I mean? I just like to dance. You know what I mean? I like to dance. I do talk to people, but I mean in a flirty way. And I met a soulmate. Now, obviously, when I met him on that night, I didn't know he was a soulmate. I very, very quickly, though, realised that he was a soulmate, is a soulmate. And I was seeing this person for a few weeks, whatever, and then I wasn't seeing him anymore. Then we weren't seeing each other anymore. Or we weren't talking to each other anymore. I can't believe I'm telling you all this, Capricorn. Oh, my gosh. But there's a point. So that was like back end of last year, 12 months ago, literally 12 months ago, yeah? I was still a teacher. I had these dreams to doing other things of what I wanted to do. I met this soulmate. 3 months after I met this soulmate, and he's not in my life anymore. I don't speak to him anymore. I don't know where he is 3 months after I met this soulmate, the amount of things that I realised and learnt about myself, about where I am, about what I'm doing, I left my job. I'd been a teacher for 10 years, an English teacher for 10 years. 10 years. A decade of my life. And within 3 months of meeting this person, I ain't doing that anymore. I ain't doing it anymore. And I don't do it anymore. I do this now. And the tower moment hit. I mean, it was a tower moment meeting this person, but also it was a tower moment a few months in March when my car, there were 2 instances that happened with the car. Anyway, long story short, I couldn't go to work anymore. I quit my job. I started this business. 3 months within meeting. I'd been wanting to do my own thing, start my own business, work for myself. The first business plan I ever wrote, which basically is this, Reiki, was, in fact, the first, when I was a teacher in the first year of teaching. And that was 10 years ago. I don't know why I'm telling you all this. I'm telling you this because, I suppose I'm telling you this because I want you to understand that the headlines of love, of commitment, of beauty, that beautiful connection are fabulous and beautiful, but they are there to teach us and to show us who we are. Now, this could mean if this is for me, I'm single. I'm single. And this could be what happens. This could be what I experience this month. Yeah. Like for me, I could he's a Taurus, by the way, as well, which is hilarious, isn't it? So he could come back. He could do this. He could say, Ruth, I'm sorry, I love you, or whatever. I don't freaking know. Or I might never, ever, ever see that person again, ever. I might never see him ever again. But I thank the universe that I had that experience exactly. I'm going to cry exactly as I had it. Because if I didn't have that experience, I wouldn't be here right now. I don't know what it would have taken. So thank you, universe, for soulmates. Thank you. Even if we don't go on to marry them. Even if we never see them again. you count your lucky stars this month, because this is the beauty of life. The beauty of life. Can't believe I'm crying. Anyway, so how to achieve balance? Well, be you. Be in our element. Be in our element, Capricorn. Yeah? You know, recognize how you're feeling. You know, don't be... Is that keep moving? It's so... Sorry. Recognize how you're feeling. Be aware of how you're feeling. Be responsive to how you're feeling. Understand emotionally what your foundations are. You know, if it is a new person. So for me, if this is... If I've just told you that was 12 months ago, yeah? Or this year, whatever. Last year, this year. So, for example, if a new person came toward me, it might be like, I might think, oh my God, yeah, is it the... I might try to compare it to this other person, for example. You might try to compare it, you know, for example. So what I'm trying to say is, that's your 4 of Cups, that's your emotional foundations, and that's your 5 of Cups, the things you need to release, okay, your challenge. So we've got to release those things, and we've got to really uncover who we are, stand in that. It's a I can't believe it's a soulmate month for us. I'm excited though. I'm excited. I am excited. I'm excited for those people that have that experience of a soulmate union, because even though, oh my God, I cried. Oh, I cried. Oh my God. Do you know, I didn't even mention the most important thing. So when this person, I don't see this person anymore. We don't see each other anymore. We don't speak to each other anymore. I was like online. I was at my sister's house, and I was on my laptop in bed, as you do. And I was like looking at my horoscopes, you know, star sign astrology. And I just found it was your angelic karma. It was a tarot reading. I never knew until that day that online tarot was a thing. I didn't even know. So I always think as well, if I didn't even meet that person, I probably wouldn't have felt that bad. Felt confused. And then I probably would never have ever found online tarot. I didn't know it existed. So just think how much that person, meeting that soulmate, completely changed my life, and how fast it happened. I mean, that is such a beautiful thing. That is what I love about the energy of the soulmate energies, meeting soulmates. It's beautiful. So I cried. I did, because when you have that feeling, you know. And obviously, you know what I do for a living, so I know exactly how he felt as well, and what he was thinking and all that. But you can't say that out loud. You can't say it out loud to someone. You know what I mean? Oh my God, I'm digressing. Capricorn, what? This is what happens when I have readings with you. Anyway, it's a great month for soulmates, but just know that means you're going to be exposed. You're going to be feeling vulnerable, but it takes you to a whole new depth. You learn so much more about yourself, my darlings, in these situations. So, go for it. I'm so excited for you, and so excited for me, and excited for all of us. Okay, have a fabulous November, Capricorn. I'll be doing a general reading next week. I'll post it next Wednesday. The week after, I'll post an additional love reading for the month of November. Okay, before we move into December. Check out the description box below for all the info, blah, blah, blah. Don't forget to subscribe and click the bell for notifications. You can also share any of the content on my channel, and comment on there as well. And of course, you can follow me on Instagram or Facebook at Key Wisdom Tarot. Thank you so much, my darling fellow Cappies. Have a fabulous November, and yeah, get in touch and let me know how it goes. Good luck, all of you. Take care, my darlings. Bye.